Transport is a means by which people and goods can be moved from one place to another. In the olden times, there were no means of transport, and people used to move on foot from one place to another. Can you imagine walking from Delhi to Chennai? There were no vehicles like buses and cars, and there were no proper roads. In those days, if people had to cross a river, they did so by tying logs of wood together with a rope and making a raft. For many, many years, people lived like this, and then the wheel was invented. The wheels were fitted to carts, and the carts were drawn by animals like horses, bullocks, and donkeys. They were used to transport people and goods to different places. So we can say that carts were the first means of transport. People who travel by means of transport are called passengers. Basically, there are three types of transport: land transport, water transport, air transport. Land transport. In towns and cities, people need faster means of transport to cover long distances. So they use auto rickshaws, cars, scooters, buses, and trains. The engines of these vehicles run on diesel, petrol, or CNG, compressed natural gas. There are metro trains in Mumbai, Delhi, Jaipur, Hyderabad, Bengaluru, and Kolkata. They travel on the ground, over the ground, or below the ground. The metro rail is the fastest means of transport to travel within a city. Local trains in Mumbai are also popular. What is a level crossing? A level crossing is a place where a road and a railway track cross each other. The railway track has gates on both sides. When the train is coming, the gates are closed so that the traffic does not cross the railway track. After the train goes away, the gates are opened. The traffic then moves on. Animals are also used as means of land transport. Even today, bullock carts and horse carts are used in villages where the roads are not well made and where people travel short distances. Bicycles and buses are also seen in villages. Donkeys and mules carry goods and people in hilly and mountain areas. Camels carry goods and people in the hot deserts. Do you know that the camel is called the ship of the desert? Elephants are used in forests to transport big wooden logs and people. Water transport. Water transport is the cheapest means of transport because we do not need to build roads. Only water is required. It is slower than road transport. Boats are used to cross lakes and rivers. Ships are used to transport people and goods from one state to another or between different countries. Steamers and motorboats are also other means of water transport. Submarines are ships which move underwater. A journey by water is called a voyage. Boats are rowed by hand using oars. Sailboats are powered by wind. Motorboats, steamers, ships, and submarines are powered by engines. Air transport. This is the fastest means of transport. It is also the most expensive. Aeroplanes and helicopters are examples of air transport. An aeroplane needs a runway to land and take off. A journey by air is called a flight. Rockets are used to travel into space. So you have understood that people use many means of transport. However, modern means of transport that run on diesel and petrol have increased the amount of harmful gases like carbon dioxide in the air. This is called air pollution. This is very harmful because it heats up the earth and it will become very hot and uncomfortable to live on. Have you noticed that the temperature of many places in India is going up year after year? These harmful gases also cause a lot of breathing problems, like asthma in people. The vehicles on the roads have increased over the years. The vehicles make a lot of sound. People living near highways, airports and railway stations get disturbed by the loud noise made by cars, buses, trucks, planes and trains. The noise made by horns of vehicles can cause deafness. This disturbance which people experience is called noise pollution.